I'll get back to this later, but just wanted to start off by saying I'm so glad Penn State signed James Franklin to 10 more years. We have to watch 10 more years of James Franklin coaching this football team. It took him until the fourth quarter, halfway through, to decide he was going to put in the backup, who played better all year. He's a terrible coach, okay? James Franklin doesn't deserve a job at any major school. He should go to like Rutgers or something and try and coach. He doesn't belong at a school like Penn State, school with the history of Penn State. And it's like he managed to stumble his way onto campus. And there was a mix of multiple things that made this game terrible. But the worst of it is Penn State has now had 2 years back to back where they have been average. They've gotten worse and worse each year, even with NFL talent on their team. They have a first and like 2 second rounders and 2 third rounders on that team. They can't generate offense because he wants to keep our terrible quarterback, Sean Clifford, on the field. He's played 3 years. He hasn't gotten better in any of them. And that's just the first part, because Clifford made terrible throws all game. He threw a ball up in double coverage. He's terrible. We kept him in the game. We didn't want to try and develop anybody else once we knew our season was over. And now Clifford said he's going to be back next year. And knowing Franklin, he'll play him. Now, that was only the first part. Second part was all the missed calls I saw in Arkansas's offensive line. They had like at least 5 holding calls, blatant holding calls that just were not called. And I don't know if they were trying to make the flow of the game faster or what, but whatever it was, it just didn't work. Because I think they're trying to keep the game moving, the referees were, and the referees had some terrible calls, like